Good morning, everyone. I'm not sure if you guys have had a moment to look at what's taking place in the news right now, but as we are speaking, or as I'm recording this, we have two huge U.S. carriers that's approaching the Straits. We have 150 different planes. We have China and Iran, along with Russia, all doing these military drills at the same time that these nuclear talks are supposed to take place. And President Trump has threatened to use force if these talks fail. Well, one of the things that a lot of people aren't aware of is the fact that a great deal of Chinese oil, or China's oil, comes from Iran. China was getting a great deal of oil from Venezuela, but the U.S. just cut off that trade from Venezuela with the capture of the president of Venezuela. Now, if you look back in history, this took place before. In 1945, we had Japan making its aggressions around with regard to China and to other countries. So what did the U.S. do? It cut off the oil supply for Japan, which led to Japan ultimately bombing Pearl Harbor, and thus the U.S. was thrust into World War II. Well, World War III seems like it's going to be pushed by something different, but the same methods look like they're being employed. So what I'm asking right now for everyone out there, I want you to take the time to look at what's taking place inside the world. I want you to take a moment to collect yourselves and think of the outcome that we all want for this world. If we want to be thrust into war, then it's at the front door. If we want to find a peaceful resolution to some of this, then we're going to have to change our tactics. And I don't mean I as an American,
Absolutely.
I'm talking about I as an earthling.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about we as a people.
Human beings.
This world is going crazy right now. So let us take a moment to look at what's taking place and see what we need to do to make things better for not just us, but for the world as a whole, because that's what it means being conscious. And perhaps everyone can come together and think in a positive way, can pray in a positive way, but even more so, act in a positive way, because
Bingo.
this is getting ugly, y'all. So put your best face on, put your most positive attitude on, and let's see if we can consciously make a difference. Have a wonderful day.
It's all it takes is starting with you. It starts with you looking in the mirror and telling yourself, I'm gonna make sure that I treat people the right way. I'm gonna make sure that I show up every day with a positive attitude, with a positive outlook that anything is possible. Because let me tell you something, it's a lot of madness going on. Not just in your city, not just in your state, but in the world. And we gotta understand it's a collective consciousness, Christ consciousness. And we gotta understand that it ain't time to play around. It ain't time to be out here feeding into celebrity gossip. It ain't time to be out here idolizing people. It ain't time to be finessing people, because, man, when it come down to it, it's all about who you are when you close your eyes. Shout out Charles Xavier, man. That's not his real name, but the actor who played it, I can't think of his name right off the tip of my tongue, but Terrence Howard, man, he's a phenomenal guy, man. Great actor, very empowering. The thing about it is, he has that mindset, he has that level of awareness to be able to come to the front of the media and speak out on situations like this in a calm state to where people understand what he's trying to say and still be able to just, you know what I mean, take everything in and comprehend everything without crashing out, you know what I mean, if I can put it like that. But the thing about it is, man, we got to come together. We got to stop discriminating, because I never been somebody who discriminated. I never been somebody who tried to spin narratives or just create division. I've always tried to embrace diversity through going through so much trials and tribulations, through going through so much adversity. And I've just always had that outlook and that understanding that, man, it ain't no way in my heart that it ain't no way in my heart for me to be out here discriminating, hating on somebody else because they ain't got the same skin color as me, because they don't look like me, because they don't talk like me or think like me. You know what I mean? And there's no way, there's no room for hate. There's no room for discrimination. And let me tell you something for the ones who just don't get it and don't care about nothing. It ain't time to be playing around at jobs. People go to jobs to make income and make ends meet. It ain't no time for you to be spinning narratives, smearing people's names, and ruining people's credibility or reputation within these jobs, within anywhere in society, man. Ain't time for that. And we ain't got time for that. And that's basically what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. We need to be coming together. We need to be thinking more positive. We need to be treating each other with respect, because we came so far when it comes to American history. When we talk about American history, not just the world history, but there's already talks about World War III back in like 2023, 2024, but everybody forgot. And people don't talk enough about nuclear advancement. And there's all these speculations and all these talks about Nikola Tesla, and it's just a lot of stuff going on that he broke down. And I actually made a video about Canada and what's going on with the country and Canada's bridge not being able to open and be active. But the thing about it is, man, we need to come together. We got to stop this thing where we are targeting our own people, targeting other Americans here. We gotta figure out a way to come together, man, as a collective, because it is a collective consciousness. You know what I mean? And as much as we like to gossip and judge others because they not like us, it's imperative, it's vital, and it's essential that we figure out a solution for us all to come together, because we have to when it comes to being here on Earth, when it comes to what Terrence Howard said, when it comes to being earthlings, human beings. When it comes to the human race, we have to stand together, because there are narratives and things that happens here in the country where there's just a lot of division here. A lot of division, man. And the thing with gender wars is that's just a whole nother controversial side of what I'm trying to explain in this video, man, because there is a lot of different movements here in the United States, and it's just creating even more division between us Americans here in the society. And we got to figure out a way to gain back our collective, what's the word, man? We got to figure out a way to unite again, you know what I mean? If that's a better way to put it. But appreciate y'all for staying tuned in this video, man. Shout out to the ones who watched the video all the way through. Like this video, comment down below your thoughts, man. Appreciate y'all again. Hit the notification bell, subscribe, and it's Byron sharing with y'all my millionaire mindset. And I'll see y'all in the next video.